If you're searching for deeper, more meaningful connections in your life, chances are you're not alone. Recent studies show more of us are having difficulty building solid relationships. In today's California Thrive, my next guest is here to help change that. Thema Bryant is clinical psychologist, teacher, and author of the new book, Matters of the Heart, Healing Your Relationship with Yourself and Those You Love. And Professor Bryant joins me now. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
First of all, congratulations on your book.
I so appreciate it.
I love a good self-help book.
Yes.
Self-help book. So, all right, let's start with this one. Why do you believe that so many people are actually having trouble cultivating healthy relationships?
Well, with social media, we have the illusion of connection where people are thinking they have friends, but they're just followers, and that's not real intimacy. Another challenge is after the pandemic, people got very comfortable staying in the house.
Yes.
And so they're like, I don't want to go, I don't want to go, but at the same time wanting that connection. And so it is important for us to think about stretching outside of our comfort zone so that we can have real connection.
It's interesting that you say that because I'm a people person, but yeah, ever since the pandemic, I'm kind of like, I don't want to go anywhere.
Right.
It's just, I got comfortable.
We have the convenience and comfort of everything coming to us, but when it comes to relationship, whether friendship or romantic, we have to stretch outside of that.
Yeah, okay, so you have a large part in the book, Matters of the Heart, that focuses on healing, pretty much in loving yourself, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of people have a hard time accepting that there's a problem or that they need help. So how do you know that you need help, and how do you help yourself?
Yes, great question. It really is about self-neglect. So we often put everything ahead of us and we put ourselves last and haven't really taken care of ourselves. So how can I say I love myself and I'm not taking care of myself?
Right.
So one of the things we want to start doing is with self-care holistically. What are we doing for our physical health, our emotional or mental health, our spiritual health, our social well-being? And that also goes to the relationships that I pick. I can build better self-love and self-compassion when I surround myself with loving, caring people. When I surround myself with people who stress me out, then it's going to be hard for me to really nourish that self-love.
Absolutely. Okay, I actually tell that to my 8-year-old. If you don't love yourself, no one else will. You have, but I need to start listening to my own advice.
The advice.
Yeah, exactly. So you have a lot of really good practical tips on letting go of people who don't love you or who are pretty toxic to you. So explain that.
So we want to recognize not only are we wasting time when people are not really reciprocating, but it also decreases our own self-esteem and self-worth. The longer I'm standing there with my heart out and the person's like, no, thank you, then I'm chipping away at myself.
Yeah.
And so we want to accept the reality of their behavior. So they may have said a long time ago they were interested, but what do their behaviors now show us? And if they're not showing up for you, to believe that you're worthy of reciprocal, mutual relationships.
Right. Now, these are all pretty platonic, right? We're talking about friendships, family relationships, but let's talk about romantic relationships now. So what do you believe is holding back so many people from having meaningful, intimate relationships?
The biggest barrier for romantic relationships, meaningful ones, are the wounds of the past. So we've been hurt in the past, and understandably, then we just become gun shy. We don't want to jump out there because we're afraid of being disappointed again, being rejected again, or it messing up. Sometimes when relationships end, we call it a failure, but that can be a success. You learn something about yourself. So I like to say, pull the wisdom out of the wound. What did I learn from that I can take into my future, both my choosing, how long I stay, and the way I show up as a result of that experience.
And it's okay to be vulnerable.
It absolutely is. You have to let people love you.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Kind of shifting gears a little bit, there's an article out there titled, "Psychologist Warns It's a Major Red Flag If You Relax by Enjoying True Crime Stories." I feel like a lot of people do this. So
a lot of people do.
Why are these red flags
Yeah,
then?
so the key is your range of relaxation strategies.
Okay.
If stressful, traumatic material is your primary way to relax, I would encourage you to discover things that can actually soothe your nervous system.
Okay.
When you're watching those, you're charged up, right? So you can say you're entertained, but am I relaxed? So learning ease, meditation, bubble bath, soft music, so that we're not constantly in combat mode.
And looking for the drama. That makes a lot of sense. All right. Okay. I accept that. Thank you so much, Professor Bryant. And her new book, Matters of the Heart, is available now.